All right, water is the lifeblood of Montana. During the state's early settlement, the rivers provided transportation and trading routes. Later, they sustained the livestock and the crops of ranchers and homesteaders, and they still provide Montana's base for agriculture, industry, and tourism. The Milk River that parallels Highway 2, the highway I'm currently driving, from Glasgow to Hinsdale, is one of the most important rivers in the north-central part of the state. One of the earliest Milk River users was Augustine Armel, aka Hamel, who arrived about 1820. He worked at all the major American Fur Company posts on the Missouri until 1850s. In 1855, he opened Hamel's House, the first trading post on the Milk River, located about 7 miles southwest of here, near Vandalia. Tom Campbell's house followed, built near the same site in 1870. Neither lasted very long, and no physical remains of them have ever been found. Later comers to this region raised mostly cattle, sheep, and wheat. They needed water on more of the land than was blessed with it, and today you can see the irrigation system along Highway 2. The Lower Milk River Valley Water Users Association promoted the construction of the Vandalia Dam and Canal in the early 1900s. Area rancher H.H. Nelson, interested in attracting settlers, became involved in irrigation after establishing Vandalia in 1904. Nelson was director and superintendent for construction of the dam at Vandalia and the canal that runs from there east to Nashua. The dam was completed in 1917. Nelson's hopes for a sizable settlement at Vandalia never materialized. And there it is. This is a 1.5 star. It's an old rest stop right here along Highway 2. A couple benches, a couple bathrooms. That's it. Some plumbing. So, yeah. Not too many stars, but useful nonetheless. The Ice Ages. For thousands of years, northern Montana was covered under a massive ice sheet. Glaciologists aren't sure why the Ice Ages began, but the process of glaciation is known because of the market leaves on the landscape. About 190,000 years ago, glaciers pushed their way onto the northern Great Plains of Montana from north and northeast. This area was near the southern extent of the glacial ice sheet, so the ice depth was thinner than it was further to the north. As the glacier moved south, it blocked the Missouri River, forcing it to seek an ice-free channel farther to the south. The ice sheet lasted about 130,000 years ago when it melted away. The ice left behind a radically changed landscape dotted with small ponds and glacial till. Large boulders called erratics now litter the plains in this area, along with extensive gravel beds. The glacier deposited the material as it moved across the landscape, or it was deposited after the ice sheets melted. Some of the erratics came from as far away as northern Manitoba, or were torn from rock outcrops west of Lake Winnipeg. The Missouri River never returned to its original channel. Instead, it now occupied the Milk River between Havre and Wolf Point. About 25,000 years ago, the Wisconsin ice sheet pushed south into northeastern Montana, but the highlands to the northwest diverted the glaciers to the east and west, leaving a large ice-free pocket between Glasgow and Hinsdale. The Wisconsin ice sheet retreated from Montana about 11,000 to 8,000 years ago. In 1919, motorists called the US 2, the Theodore Roosevelt International Highway, promoted as the most wonderful highway in all America. The road in Montana was a series of interconnected, rutted country roads that became gumbo mud when wet. Despite the hazards, the route was a popular one with motorists in the early days of automobile travel. Geofacts. The bedrock between Malta and Wolf Point is dark shales and brown sandstone deposited in the shallow water of the western interior seaway during Cretaceous time. Geologists aren't sure how thick the ice was during the glacial periods in northeastern Montana. The glaciers were thickened and thinned with the seasons and during the advance or retreat of ice sheets. During the thousands of years between Illinoisan and Wisconsin ice sheets, mammoths, great bison, and horses lived in this area. As you drive through the area, you see if you can spot some of the clues that this area was once covered by glaciers. Some suggestions are small ponds, gravel piles, and large boulders that look out of place. All right, there you go. A veritable education. And look at this place. It's like a painting. Everywhere you look, just giant, interesting clouds. A gorgeous night. And a purposeful, useful rest stop. I just took a rest stop shower with wearing board shorts and Crocs. I lathered up and rinsed off. I'm clean now. It feels great. And let's look at these clouds because they're the best. Or put it on me, maybe. What else? What else? I just had some food, took a shower, tried to go get gas, and get on the road. Heading towards Michigan. All right. Much love. Aloha. Do no harm, do no crime. Thanks for watching All Good Things and All Good Time.